Welcome to Azlos. The year is 757 in the Arcane Age. The continent of Vemain is divided down the middle by two political powers. The Huldremian Kingdom to the north, ruled by the current king Varen Huldrum. They oversee the northern lands and the shores of Vemain. Its fertile lands provide to more than just the kingdom, but the neighboring continents. South of the Scalebearer Mountains lies the Komodan dynasty, a dragonborn-led state that oversees the lush rainforests and harsh deserts of Vemain. Led by the Tribunal, a group of dragonborn elders of varying scale colors see to the day-to-day. For a time, these two political powerhouses were at peace until the events of the previous year. It started as a rumor in the Komodan dynasty. Crops being contaminated, some sort of purple crystal growing on various plants and rocks in the northern half of the dynasty. It was a trickle at first. Maybe a few words here or there. But then livestock started to be affected, throwing wild and domesticated creatures alike into a rage no one had ever seen before. It wasn't long before citizens started to be infected. As the infection spread to both political territories, fingers began to be pointed. Was it an attack from the neighboring power? Was this a play for more land? The political powers quickly defended their territories and now sit on uneasy peace. One wrong step and the continent could be thrown into war. While the continent edges closest to war, there's a small group of people that look past political standing and personal need. Those who realize there's a bigger threat out there and seek truth. Those brave few are spread across the continent looking for answers. But in the snowy drifts of the northern Huldremian Kingdom is where our gaze is drawn tonight. The lights... One second, I'm down the music a little bit because it threw me off. The lights are on in Harrow's Pint, and the tables are full. Many a farmer and laborer is having a drink. There's a commotion in the crowd. The stage is full tonight. For some reason, an interesting individual is putting on a show. Now, Tobias, can you please introduce...
Well, I thought you'd never ask. Well, my name, everybody, is Tobias Chad. Now, some of you may recognize me from past performances, but many of you may not, because I'm just slowly starting to build my name in repute. So, a little bit about myself. You'll see that stands before you a male of middle age, about 47 years old. I've got myself some nice hazel eyes, and I'm about a medium build, about 5'10", 168 pounds, give or take, depending on if I've just eaten. And I've given up on trying to maintain some appearances, so you'll see that my hair has gone a lovely shade of salt and pepper. Now, as for my attire, you'll see that I'm dressed in some fine blue tunic, a little bit of a ruffle along the shoulders, and my trousers are about they're cut off just above the ankle. You see a nice shade of beige. Oh, and these glasses that I received at about 20 years old. You see, I started to become nearsighted, so I'll wear them every now and then. Yeah, you'll see.
Now, while Tobias is in the middle of his show, Tobias, can you please explain what type of show you're putting on for the people at Harrow's Pint tonight?
Well, I'd be happy to. You see, what we're deviling into tonight is a little bit of magic. Now, some sleight of hand, some card tricks. We'll see where the night takes us on this fantastical show that I'm putting on for you.
You know what? Why don't you give us the first roll of the night? Why don't you give me a sleight of hand check?
Gladly. We're looking at an 11.
11. While the denizens of this small farming community aren't really used to sleight of hand magic, you quickly go to a table and you pull back the drape, revealing a magician's hat, and you pull out a rabbit, and everyone's like, "Hey, yeah!" Like, it's very, very, very happy. Here's another guy. You hear a guy in the background. Do another one, please.
Who said that back there?
That's me, me lord. And you see a person who is incredibly skinny, missing teeth, sitting back with like a large pint, almost as big as him. He's human, but his clothes seem to be falling off him, and he's just drinking while waving his hand in the air.
All right, sir, would you please join me up on stage?
Yeah, no problem. And you see this man kind of get up, and he's hobbling over, but as he gets up, he's like, "Oh," and he just hobbles past it. Excuse me, thank you, yeah. He hobbles up onto the stage, doesn't use the stairs though, kind of gets on top of the stage and just hurls himself up and stands in front of you.
Oh, my friend, are you all right? I noticed you got a bit of a hobble there.
Oh, it's just a little bit of the old wonky leg, you know what I mean?
I most certainly do. My father had himself quite a problem with his old wonky leg.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit tough out here now with work, unfortunately. We've been working extra hard, but with the borders closing down, it's a little tough.
Well, allow me to put your mind at ease and provide some more entertainment for you tonight.
Oh, well, what you got for me?
Well, sir, first I'm going to need your name.
Well, my name is Eric.
Eric?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I come from a simpler
Eric,
folk.
Well, to each their own. I've met many men in my travels throughout well, just the last couple towns actually. We've gotten a good turnout. Now, Eric, what I'd like you to do, stand very still for me.
Okay.
All right. Now, let me take these cards. Now, pick one of the cards out here for me. You can, please, with your right hand.
He reaches out his right hand and just kind of hesitates for a second, and then grabs a card.
All right, now.
What you want me to do with this now?
I would like you to look at the card. Don't show me.
Okay.
Remember what suit it is, and what number, or if it's a king or queen or what have you. You can even show it to the audience.
Respectfully, so what's a suit? It's got these little things on there. It looks like little painted red things.
Eric, you were not lying to me when you said you were from simple beginnings. Now, let me tell you,
sir.
You're going to notice there are 4 suits. There's the spade. That looks like, well, a spade. There's going to be club. Club is sort of like a 3-leafed kind of clover.
Yeah.
There'll be a diamond, which is a
That's
4-sided.
Oh, was I not supposed to tell you?
Well, You know that's only about half the battle is finding the suit. But yeah, let's start this over again. Why don't you put the card back in, and I'll get you to pick a new card.
Yeah, all right. There you go.
All right, Eric. Now, would you please show it to the crowd again?
Yeah,
Don't tell me what it is this
everyone.
time, though.
Hey, Scott, look at it.
And he's really trying not to say anything, and he puts it back.
All right, thank you, sir. Now put it back in this deck for me, and I will give you the deck. And if you wouldn't mind just scrambling up the cards, changing the order around, don't let me see.
He takes them, and you see like these long, bony fingers, like with like dirty fingernails, grabs them, and he starts like haphazardly shuffling them. Like doesn't really know what to do. He's putting them in and around. He's just like kind of spinning them around awkwardly, and gives them back over to you.
Is that how you want it?
That is perfect.
Thank you.
You know what, Eric? You're a good
Yeah?
man.
Oh no, thank you.
All right, now, what do I see in my mind's eye here? I think I know what your card is.
No, you can't possibly know that.
Well, is your card... I'd like to roll for my telepathy.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
14.
This simple-minded villager, you can tell that the card immediately was a 3 of hearts.
So I take all of the cards, I throw them up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
He goes,
And-
oh!
But I kept one in my hand, and I'd flip it over, and I say, Eric, was this your card? And I show him. And
He
the audience.
doesn't even look at you. He looks to the audience and goes,
My God, it is! It is the 3 of hearts!
he's just like,
He's a good one, he is.
and everyone in the audience is, oh.
Can I get a round of applause for Eric, please?
Eric bows and like immediately kind of hobbles off the stage. With that though, Tobias, we're gonna zoom out real quick, and Orsina, can you please describe your character?
Well, I don't know how I got here. I'm not from here. I don't know what people here are used to, but I'm just a normal wood elf, kind of short, around 5 foot tall. I have black hair, darker skin with green freckles, very common in my family. I have golden eyes. They're brown, but I'd like to say they're golden. I'm just a normal wood elf trying to make my way in the world. I don't wear metal because I don't like that. I like to wear leather. And that's what I look like.
So, Orsina, this is a new land to you. You're not very familiar of it, and you're padding your way through the snowdrifts.
Just making my way through. Keep into the forests. Don't like people that much.
You felt an urge to come up here, almost something in your ancestral background.
Yes.
You look around and you see the pine trees covered in snow, and the pine needles resting underneath on the ground. You hear a noise off in the distance. What do you do?
What kind of noise is it? Do I know?
Roll investigation.
Okay. Just a 3.
Okay. You're a little distracted by the the noises that were playing in the background. You can't make it out, but it seems like it was at least going. The noise came from the right.
I have to go with my gut, and I'm gonna go see what it is.
Okay.
It could be an
Okay.
animal in danger.
It could. As you pad your way through the snow and through the small drifts, it hasn't really gone down to a full dumping of snow yet. You begin to see tracks in the snow.
Is it a familiar track to me?
Roll a nature check.
Dear God, please. And that's 20, which makes it 24.
Whoa, nat 20, first nat.
Very.
You see the footprints of a humanoid. The footprints of not one, but 2 or 3 separate tracks walking in formation together.
I don't know about that. I'm very cautious with humans. But I'm gonna try to track them, but keep my distance.
Okay. All right. I'm going to be switching scenes real quick. Here's what's now screen. So everyone can hear you, just letting everyone know. So as you walk through the woods and you follow these tracks, you can see a small village. And there's a few torches lit in the background. But there's no discerning figures in front of you that you've seen with these tracks that made these tracks. Here we go. You rolled a 12.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so getting closer to the town, the little village, you don't really see too much in the in the way of shapes, but you do see the tracks do kind of go around. Not directly to the village, but to the side.
To the side. Well, I was tracking a bear earlier, and I kind of lost the bear. So now I need another plan. So I don't want to be cold tonight. Let's keep our distance and follow them. So I'll be going to the right. Around.
Okay. All right, so you're following the tracks. Why don't we just do a real quick jump over to Borok? Borok, can you describe your...
Yeah, so what you see is a 6 foot or so half orc that's gray skin coloring. Looks more human than orc for the most part. Medium build, muscular. At this point, he looks quite a bit more weathered than possibly the first time you've seen him. He wears mostly leather-hide clothing, dark brown boots, and a large serape type cloak over top. He's got a beard and red painting, as you can see in the picture, right underneath his eyes. That's a mark of the Bloodhand clan that he's a part of. He carries a bow, 2 very ornate hand axes, and is the same grumpy old fuck that you've come to know and love.
Okay, yes. So you see a fawn form, actually. It's like really tall, 6'1", very lithe, with super long peach-colored hair, with these like shaved sides, and usually with some Viking braids and stuff in it. The fur along their body is usually very pale, very kind of cream colored. They have gold freckles along their face. They have antlers coming out of their hair and out of their head with lots of flowers and vines and ribbons and shiny things all over it. Kind of gaudy almost looking. I wear leather armor with like a buttery yellow color. I like to wear like sunset colored robes and stuff. At the sides of their hips, you see two wicked looking whips that look like they could do some damage. You also see a violin case on their back. All of it with like gold vines carved all over it. Yeah, and they just covered in shiny things and flowers, and yeah, that's what you see.
Perfect. Thank you.
And
this
I
might lag
forget.
out again because for some reason.
I shouldn't forget. You also see a little glittering moth, usually circling their head. That's it.
Right. And as you're moving through the woods, am I still lagging out here, folks?
No, you're good.
Not
Man.
okay.
I'm fine, man.
Okay, cool. All right. Huh. All right. Borok, Cipher, you've been going up alongside the western coast of the Hildrenian Kingdom, moving through towns, small towns, and seeing what information you can gather of this section. You found yourself in the northwestern part. From what you've heard, this is very close to a local port town that is now closed down called Hollyvara. This is a small farming town that is just outside. That's called Pine Hovel. Along the way, you've seen some tracks. You decided to follow those. There's only one track that you saw. It was humanoid. What are you doing?
Well, honestly, Borok, you're much better at the track stuff than I am. I mean, I've kind of put that behind me, so you know, you you got the tracks. You got that, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, this white stuff on the ground kind of makes it easier to follow things, so...
You would know all about white stuff, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Borok?
I mean, my younger years were kind of... I mean, anyway, yeah, okay, well, I'm just gonna do the tracking thing.
Yes, darling, please do.
All right. So I will, roll.
I mean, I can
roll.
need assistance.
Tell me what you want me to roll, Peter.
I can assist you, I suppose.
Roll a survival check.
All right.
With advantage because I'm helping.
That would be a...
Sure, you can definitely go advantage.
Oh, it's a dirty 20.
Nice.
It's a dirty 20. Orsina,
Yes.
can you please roll a stealth check?
A 5.
No.
It's just not.
So, Bo, as you crouch down into the snow and you're following the tracks in front of you, you hear a snap of a twig behind you.
Idiot.
And you hear that just idiot in the background.
Borok pulls his bow or knocks an arrow and looks immediately behind him at where the noise is coming from. Who's there?
You turn around to see a wood elf in like boiled leather jerkin with surprisingly golden skin behind you, looking at you kind of shocked, like up against a tree.
We don't generally take kindly to being followed. So, who are you? Why are
We
you
do
here?
take kindly to strangers sometimes. No.
You're ruining the good cop, bad cop.
Sorry.
I'm trying
Hi.
Oh,
Are
hi.
you going to hurt us, or can we be friends?
I don't want to hurt anyone.
Oh, great. So friends it is. What's your name?
Orsina.
Orsina. That's a nice name.
Oh, thank
My
you.
name is Cipher. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We're not hostile weirdos.
That thing has a arrow pointed at me.
Well, okay. Maybe put an asterisk on the hostile part. We can be hostile. Borok, she's not gonna hurt us, in theory.
All right.
And there's two of us, and there's one of them. So.
Okay, well, all right. I will lower my weapon.
I'll reach out my hand and I'll go to shake your hand. Orsina, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I've never seen anything quite like you.
I get that a lot. Yes. Yes, that's a bit of the goal, actually. Well, and I wish I could say the same. Just kidding. That was mean. Hi. We're a wood elf.
I am. What are you exactly?
I'm a lot of things. It just depends on the day.
She is a lot of things.
Right now,
She's a lot.
I am this.
What are you? Asks to Borok.
Well, I guess didn't you call me a half orc?
I mean,
That's about it.
You're all very tall.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are. I mean, are all wood elves that slight?
I was just tracking a bear. They usually take kindly to me, and I don't have anywhere to stay tonight, so.
Oh, you're out tracking a bear. We're out tracking footprints. Are you also tracking footprints?
I might have saw yours back there.
Borok, are you not covering our tracks? It was your turn today.
Well, yeah. I was kind of feeling like I wanted to fight, so it's something.
Not here to
Anyway.
fight.
Classic Borok. I'm gonna leave the tracks out so we get in a fight.
I'm afraid that I'm going to lose my edge, all right? It's been a while. We've been tramping through this fucking snow and this frozen hellscape for, I don't know. You brought me up here.
Not that bad.
We have to
Being
come
in
up-
nature is nice.
What you can see that there are one pair of tracks that Cipher and Bo were following originally.
And were they humanoid, you said? Or were they bear? They were humanoid.
They were
okay.
humanoid, yes.
Orsina, we haven't seen any bear tracks, but we've seen humanoid tracks. Do you ever turn into a bear? Maybe you are the bear?
I do that, but I know I wasn't tracking myself, so
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely never done that.
Only in pressing times I'll do that. If I don't get anywhere to sleep tonight, I might have to turn into a bear and just sleep like that, but I'd rather not, really.
Well, if you want to help us track what we're tracking, you can come back to town with us. We can sleep there.
I don't generally go to town, but I guess you seem nice. I'm still not sure about him, but
He grows on you.
I can come if he promises not to shoot me in my sleep.
Well, I mean, if you don't do anything to warrant me shooting you in your sleep, then everything should be fine, really.
This is the start of a beautiful friendship, I can tell.
Let's take a second and let's go back over to our lovely friend Tobias. Now, Tobias, you've been doing a little bit of a show here, and working the crowd. People are absolutely enamored with your drawl and your showmanship. But as we all know, every good show must come to an end. The crowd begins to dwindle, and after a little bit, you see Harrow, the dwarven innkeeper, who's just polishing pints with his beard, looks up and says, "Right, lad, I think that's it. They're all done for tonight."
Oh, well, that was quite the show, I'd say, tonight. I think we did fairly well. You passed around the basket, correct? The donation basket?
Roll persuasion.
Oh.
It's a dice on the floor.
Wild dice.
One of those days. Alright, we got ourselves... Oh, that's a 16.
Okay, well, you see Haskell kind of go... You see like a little basket in his hands, and he slowly puts it on the table and goes, I might have.
Now,
What you looking for?
Haskell, please, bring a tear to my eye if you think that I am not perceptive enough to see what you are holding in your hands there underneath the counter. Now, is this supposed to be part of that northern hospitality I've heard so much about?
Oh, come on. You know I gotta make money here. There's no one coming in and working anymore.
Well, excuse me, you know that the people I brought in tonight
And by
for
the way,
entertainment...
my name is Harold.
Well, sorry, my friend, my memory isn't what it
This
used to
is-
be.
It's alright, it's alright. Listen. I've got to make my way in here, and I got to make the payments to the Lord of the Town. Do you mind if I just take a wee bit more than I...
Well,
That is, but thank the tier 1 gift sub. I thought I turned that off.
Well, I respect your wishes and your need to provide for your family. I will grant your request, but I do want to put things in a little bit of perspective for you, because you see, I did bring many more patrons to your establishment tonight to sample your food and your liquor, so that's putting more money in your pocket, my friend.
Aye.
He takes out the little pouch, sort of little box, and starts counting it. I mean, and admittedly, you see, it's a very, very meager. It's not a. There's not a lot there to kind of give out, and he starts counting and goes, "One for me, one for you, one for me, and one for you. There we go." And it's just, he slides over 2 gold and like 1 copper.
Oh. Alright, my friend, I'll take that and a beer, an ale, and we'll call it even.
Right, but you're gonna have to go and drink it. I'm closing down for the night.
You pulled a little magic there on me, my friend. I don't know what you just did.
Oh, good God.
Love it, OBS Ninja. Thank you so much. But he says he's closing up for the night. You will not be able to drink there. You know that you have lodgings currently at the house directly to the right. Sorry, to the left of the tavern.
Well, I guess we'll call this one a roadie then. And I'll head out the front door of the tavern and leave.
Right, alright, okay.
You see him kind of start closing off shop, blowing out the lamps, and as you exit out.
Can we backtrack just 1
Into the
second? I
night.
didn't document it. How much money did he
Yeah,
give me?
yeah.
Again?
2 gold, 1 copper.
I'm rich. Thank you.
I'm rich. Okay. As you walk out into the surprisingly chill winter night, it's oddly quiet right now. The snow is slowly beginning to fall, and you see not a soul out to be outside. You have your beer and you kind of are nursing it as you're walking back to your house, and then you hear a rustle in the bushes.
What was that? Well, how far away is this bush, this rustling coming from? Is it to the right of me, the left of me,
You look
front,
back
is it in
and
front of me
it's
or behind me?
Probably it's behind you, and it's about 10, 15 feet away.
Alright, I stand still and before I turn around, I say, "Hello? I hear you."
You hear a rustle in the bushes.
I turn around and I start to walk towards the bushes, and I warn you, I am armed.
As you get closer and closer to the bushes, you hear and you can hear a little bit more rustling in the bushes as you get closer and closer.
Well, that didn't sound great. So I'm gonna nope and do an about face.
I'm gonna nope.
Continue on my way the way I was going.
Nope, fuck out of this one.
I'm using that
And you
ruler.
hear, as you turn around, you hear, "Where are you going?" And you hear more rustling, and you hear the footsteps get closer and closer to you. What are you doing?
Well, I'm certainly not peeing my pants, I'll tell you that. Well, I think I'm gonna turn around to see what is now approaching me.
Just magic cards.
Now, Tobias, growing up in the Hildremian Kingdom, you've heard about the infection that's been going around. You've not really seen it. You've heard that it's this purplish kind of geode that infects things, and as you turn around, you see this skinny farmer, and half of his face has geodes, this purple geode busting through his skin, covering one of his eyes, and the other side is almost made to look like this geode claw. And he's just standing there, just...
Are there any sort of authorities or a guard in this town?
Do an investigation check, please. You look around, Tobias, and you see probably not what you were looking for. You see in the trees behind them another infected walk out. This time, its shoulder has these geodes pushing through the skin and looking even angrier than the other one. And then another one steps out. And another.
Oh, sweet junipers.
You don't even have a second to think. They lunge at you.
Okay.
They lunge at you to grab at you, Tobias. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
You're bringing it into the game.
Already?
Right off? My God.
Killing them off already? Man, Peter, that's mean.
Peter, that's just
12.
mean.
I said it was going to be different. 12?
12.
12. Okay. The first one who yelled at you, "Where are you going?" just grabs at you and misses the frill of your shirt and lets go. The next one comes by and misses you. Big wide swoop. And then the next two, they both miss as well, because let me tell you, not good rolls. Now let's pause for a second. Borok, Orsina, and Cipher, in the middle of the night, you just hear, "Where are you going?" echo off into the distance.
Are we still in the woods tracking, or are we back in town?
You're in the woods. You were making your way back to the woods. It's kind of happening simultaneously.
Okay.
So we should just nope, right?
With my, I'm going to pull up my Eagles goggles, and I want to take a look and see if I can see closer to where that sound came from.
And Cypher's just
For
over
sure.
his shoulder, like trying to look through the goggles behind his head too, just trying to look through.
You see a
Yeah, that's
what was the roll? there?
12. Terrible. I have advantage on it too. I rolled an 11 and a 12.
Okay, well, what you're able to discern is you see 4 forms shrouded in darkness in the town. That's as much as you can see. One of them seems to be kind of turning away and trying to pull away from the from someone grabbing at them.
I think someone needs help down there. Let's go. And Borok's going to start moving at a quick pace
Hell yeah.
into the town.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I
Orsina, what are
guess
you
I'm
doing?
following. I don't want to be left alone with that.
Okay. Tobias, you hear another rustling coming off from the other side now. And you hear the exasperated breaths of the 4 infected farmers coming at you. They're in the torchlight of the tavern. You can see the purple and pinkish hues kind of casting a shadow with the light playing through them. But just in a split second, you see a half-orc with goggles that make his front of his face look like an eagle emerge from the tree line to the behind you, and then you see a fawn-like character, and then you see a wood elf kind of begrudgingly move out of the tree line. Let's roll initiative.
No.
Yes.
I mean,
Oh.
yay.
What an assortment of folks.
22.
Oh god.
Oh,
17.
11.
put this in.
Oh god, I was not prepared for combat.
I am. Yes.
Yeah.
Everything is so new.
And then Tobias was 9. Okay. All right. You know what we're gonna do? Because I love having cliffhangers. We're gonna take a quick break, folks, over here. We will be right back with some, hopefully, epic battles. Hello, Dungeoneers. We are back. And let me tell you, the party's gotten themselves in a little bit of a pickle. Well, when I mean the party, I mean Mr. Tobias. Tobias has now been approached by these geode-infected farmers, and, well, the rest of the party's here to answer the call. So, without further ado, they rolled for initiative at the beginning. I think it's time for combat. Don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, everyone's on screen. Everyone's here. Can I get a thumbs up from everyone? We're all good?
2.
There it is. Okay. Top of the round, as always. Borok.
All right.
Lightning Thief.
The Lightning Thief. Well, I'm going to run up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to here. I'm sure I can see that these people are geo-infected, I assume. And they're...
Correct?
All right.
Yep.
Well, then I will knock a couple arrows and yell at this strange-looking man that I see over there and just say, "You might want to duck." And I will fire off a couple, 2 arrows. Oh, wait, but first I will cast Hunter's Mark on the closest one to Tobias.
You nailed it.
Thank you.
There he goes. He remembers.
I was
starting
just
to
thinking
believe.
that. Just like, oh no.
The man remembered. All right. So, and I will also, what's it called? What is my thing that I do? You know, that thing. Shit. This is going downhill. Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter as well. So that is a natural 20. I believe,
Yes!
yeah. Natural 20
God, already?
on the first.
I wasn't
first
expecting
attack
this. I
roll.
wasn't
Disappointment
expecting this.
on his face. It's like, oh,
Yes.
Kill it!
Okay.
Oh, crap.
Sorry, which one are you attacking again?
I am attacking this one, who is also Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Yeah. And I get an extra 7 damage because of my bow on top of everything else. So, rolling damage.
What do we got
so
here?
5 piercing, 5, 12, 13, 14, 14, plus 10, 24, plus an extra 6. Whoops.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to share with us?
Nope.
Fucking
Plus 5, so 29. 29 damage.
Fuck.
Yeah, because there's no Colossus Slayer on that, so it's 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 29 damage.
And it's this
Yeah.
one directly in front of
Yeah.
Tobias, right? Okay, just gotta get the number on that one. Alrighty then, let's go take a look over at the scoreboard. And that was how many points?
29.
Sorry?
29.
Okay. Tobias,
Uh,
as you're running in panic and you hear the... Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I have a second shot, but you can play this out.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead. Sorry. I forgot. Ranger, god damn it.
Once again, sharpshooter and everything. So, unfortunately, that one's going to be just a 9 to hit. Roll shitty on that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
that one does not hit my good.
Okay. I was so impressed by the
Tobias,
first one. that
as
I
you're
missed the
turning to
second
run away from, that's it. The first, you hear like this fly past you. Then you hear the grunt of a as a arrow finds purchase behind one of the infected farmers that's running at you. Another arrow goes right past your perfectly coiffed hair, nearly hitting it. As you can see, a half-orc individual running towards you now. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn, yep.
Mr. Bow. Alrighty then. Well, Buddy over here is now, it's actually his turn. He's going to run up to Tobias, and he's going to take a big old swing on. Oh, indeed. You ready, Tobias?
Mm-hmm.
This is my first roll of the evening.
Please be gentle.
13. Does that hit you?
No, it does not.
What? You're a wizard.
So as he's running closer and closer to you, he kind of grasps at the back of your leather, and you see like you feel like the icy cold fingers grasp by your neck and just misses you. That's the end of his turn. Cipher, you're up.
Shit, that doesn't look good. So Cipher's going to kind of yell as Borok is run ahead of her. They're gonna say, all right, you got my back. And I'm just going to, you see them whip their cape in front of them, and they're just like with a like a sparkling flash, they teleport, they go poof poof, and Cipher ends up, oh, that's not the button I want. Cipher ends up coming right up beside Tobias with her cloak.
Oh, that cape.
That's fast.
And they're going to look at Tobias and say, all right, we fight. And then they are going to, that was their action. And with a bonus action, they're going to Hunter's Mark that one as well.
Sorry, Peter. I didn't add my actual critical damage to that, so there's an extra 12 damage. Or wait, no, sorry, extra 5 damage. Extra 5 damage. My apologies. I rolled crap on the dice.
Extra 5.
Yeah, extra 5 damage. My apologies, man.
Thank you. I'll put that in right now. All right. Hunter's Mark again on this poor fellow. Do you want to go for a nice little attack there?
I can't, because I already used my action with the cloak.
Oh, right,
Yes,
right.
I wanted
So,
to get up to
Orsina,
this poor fella.
as this in an instant, you turn around and you see this cape kind of blow past you, and what you saw before was this fawn, and now they're no longer there, and the only thing that's left there is like this sparkled confetti that's just slowly falling to the ground.
Ooh, pretty.
The next thing you see is this almost larger looking. It looks like someone who was definitely like a stagehand or something, like an old roadie comes out, and they're considerably larger, and you can see at their one shoulder's covered in this infectious geode, and it walks up to Cipher. And Cipher, it's going to make an attack at you there.
All right. I knew what was coming. They've fought this shit. They're prepared.
God damn! I mean, it's only 9, so it's not gonna hit.
No.
And this, you hear almost like this lumbering as it just throws its arm directly over you.
Cipher
and misses you
down and back up.
in the background. Okay, actually, you all have rolled really well. So Orsina, you're up next.
Hold on. How far is? How do I see how far stuff is? Like, what's one box? Sorry.
One box is
Ruler
5.
tool.
Okay, so I can move 35. So let's do.
So it's 95.
Okay, now let's move 35 to the front. Where's 35? So here.
Mm-hmm.
And then, do I know? Like, do we know if they have immunity to any anything, like elements, or we don't know that?
You don't know that yet. Yeah.
Okay. So hold on. I'm sorry, I don't know how to use this.
That's okay.
It's okay. It's fine.
I'm learning.
No, don't
It's your
panic.
first time.
The key is not to panic.
That is far. Okay. So let us do. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on this one.
Okay.
Let's do. I think first level should be fine.
Get some advantage.
Sorry, which one?
Guiding Bolt.
No, sorry, on
Let's do the one.
which person?
The one. Oh, this one. The one next to. Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Yep.
This one. How do I highlight it?
It's okay. It's all good.
If you press the arrow and you just click on it, it'll do this little like.
Did it do it for me just now?
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
That one. Okay. Oh, where is it? Okay, how do I do this again? So it's 13. And then...
Yeah, it's a 13 hits.
You did.
I did 13 hit. Yeah, 13.
Okay, 13.
So you need to tell
on
me if
that
it
one.
hits.
That does hit.
Cool.
That does hit. Yeah.
So then it has 12 damage
Oh, radiant.
and radiant. So it's marked
12.
now.
Okay. Okay. Well, your Orsina, you run up and you push your hand out, and the it's almost like the freckles on your face begin to light up a bit and give off like a little bit of a glow, and then you feel this power come through your hand and flies out. It almost looks like a little firecracker shooting out and hitting this large infected, and the infected is now illuminated and marked. Didn't seem like it did too much there, but certainly did something. So next up, is that your turn? Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think you do anything else.
Okay. Seeing your opportunity, the next infected is going to make their way over in a flanking position over to Tobias. Just making sure I have their distance properly booked in. Yeah, they can go in. Okay, Tobias, another attack at you, sir.
Well, shucks.
This one's a 14.
So that's a match.
That's a match. So it has to meet or go above. So that does do damage.
Damn.
No, I have to. You make me get my damage dice out. I dropped it.
Well, you shouldn't have rolled so good.
Yeah, right?
It's all your fault, Peter.
It reaches across, Tobias, and this time it finds purchase on your chest and just rakes down a huge gash and does 7 damage on you.
Ugh. I vocalize that. Ugh.
Ugh.
Oh,
Thank you. Tobias, it's actually your turn.
Well, time to get a little revenge. So I've surveyed the battlefield here, and I've come to the conclusion that there is not enough of me on here. So I'm gonna cast Mirror Image,
Nice.
get a few more copies of myself.
How many copies is that again?
3. Bringing me to a total of 4 of me.
Nice.
Ooh.
Cipher, as you look by, you see the little earring with the eye on it begin to glow, and almost daintily, you see another version of Tobias walk out and like kind of
clean himself up, and then another one, and another one, and another one, and then they're all like standing in front of each other, like, "Hello."
Hello, 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 hello. Oh, I'm going
hello
to
there, you
like
handsome
you.
fella.
Right.
I have to mark these, or else I'm going to forget which ones are fake. Is that the end of your turn, sir, or are you going to move?
Yeah, so I am going to get a little distance here. And from my understanding, all these mere images of me, they will mimic my movements, but they won't, they'll move around and kind of mix up with me, so they won't be able to tell who's the real one. But yeah, we're gonna back up a little bit, get behind this this well. Actually, let's see how far that is. Just a second. Darn it, I can't get behind it. Okay, so let's go over to this spot here. 15 feet away. Why is that not pinging? Hold on. You see that ping?
No, I don't. Where are you
Okay, I'm
moving?
just gonna
Sorry.
move myself then. Right there.
I just wonder if there's an attack of opportunity with this.
Would it be because of his duplicates? Would it just be a disadvantage, or how does that usually work?
If you have 3 duplicates, you must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack's target to a duplicate. Okay, so actually, I'll roll an attack of opportunity. Tobias, you're going to roll a 6 or higher to determine if the attack hits or not. Yeah.
Okay.
So firstly, this one would hit.
Okay, so I rolled 17.
Okay, so that the duplicate swings wide and goes for illusory Tobias here. I believe that one.
So that duplicate's dead, gone now.
He's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's gone, and like immediately you see like it's almost like you trained your mirror images to go, oh, and like as they die, like they kind of go very dramatically into that sweet good night, and just you hear, and it just disappears.
Slain.
I am vanquished.
Why did that have a little bit of Eric in it too? It was like Tobias meets Eric.
I don't know.
I am vanquished.
It's the monotone that does it.
Yeah, true.
I am vanquished.
The next one is actually coming out of the trees here and is only going to move near this little carriage and its turn.
Coming out of my trees and I'm doing just fine. Gotta go.
Exactly. But Orsina,
Yes.
you hear a shuffling in the trees,
No.
and you see 2 more infected come out of the trees and start moving towards you.
Oh boy.
But
Crap.
this one can actually make it. Oh gosh. Here we go. That's it. Orsina, take a swing.
Okay.
This one you can see is carrying this large oaken morning star, and this one looks to be a. Oh no, this one doesn't have the morning star, so you're lucky. It's only got its claws.
So lucky.
Roll the 7. That's not gonna hit.
No.
So that one doesn't hit you. The next one comes out of the trees. This one looks to have like a bit of a broken pitchfork sticking out of its body, and it moves towards you, and it's gonna try and do another attack. And it's a 2, so it doesn't hit. Fantastic. Top of the round, Bo.
All right. Well, Borok's gonna see what's going on and go, shit. But right now, Cipher is his companion, so he's gonna keep on with the one that he's got hunters marked. He's gonna move up. Is this a shrub or a tree in this vicinity?
It's a dead tree.
It's a dead tree. Can I get like?
It's like yeah.
For like coolness sake, I want to like do a little slight hop up in between the crook of two arms, just so I can get a bit more of an advantage looking down on this guy before I send 2 arrows over there. Just for...
I will say, just do a quick athletics check.
All right.
I know.
25.
Yeah, no problem. You get up in that crook and you stay in that crook.
All right.
Good.
And I will send so two arrow shots, sharpshooter, over that way. So that is going to be a 19 to hit.
Onto the one that's
hunter's marked already.
On this one?
Yeah. The one that I hit before.
That hits?
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
So I'm just going to do individual damages here. So we're going to do a 1d8. So that plus 4, so 7. 7, 11, 12, 13, 23. I believe that's all my damage.
Okay.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, 23 damage. I rolled super low on those for the first shot.
That's the first shot. Roll the second shot.
All right. Oh, that's another 9. Oh, wait. Would I be at advantage because they're in combat?
Well, for the sharpshooter, yeah. Doesn't that go through that? Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be 23 to hit. So that's another...
That hits. Yep.
Hit. And so 9. 9. So 19 damage.
Okay. I won't let you loose the next arrow because you got it.
Perfect.
So the as Cipher's in between dodging these attacks from these larger infected, Cipher, you see 2 arrows just hit center mass on the infected. You can see that it doesn't hit any of the areas that are have the geode, and you hear like a as it falls down the ground.
That's a good lad.
Okay.
And I'll shout out to my new wood elf friend. If you have any fire spells, it'd be a good time to use them.
Got it.
Cipher, it's your turn.
I just do a little finger harp over my shoulder, a bow, and I will adjust my hunter's mark, and I'll pull my hunter's mark over to the next one beside me. So my hunter's mark is now this guy, and they get this gleam in their eye, and some sparkles start shuffling down from their neck. You see this like kind of shimmering begin at where they have a flower vine tattoo, and it starts to shimmer all the way down their arm and into their hand, and it just starts to extend out of their fingers, and this long whip starts to pull out of their hand, and they just snap it on the ground and grab their other one from their side, and they take their 2 attacks at the one in front of them. One is where I don't have any dice in front of me. It's so weird.
You'll be at advantage too, because that one was what's it called? That spell that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm gonna roll.
Guiding bolt.
Oh, guiding bolt. Okay. D20 to hit for the first one, then with advantage. Oh, nat 20. I'm rolling it on just the Google rolls because I don't know how to do it the other way. So, nat.
That makes 4 of us tonight.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Nat 20. Nice.
That's the first one to hit. So that means I double the amount of dice that I roll.
Yep. Typical crit. Typical crit. For D20, I think that's double the dice, damage dice or something.
Okay, so I would do 2d4. And do I double the hunter's mark as well?
Anything that's dice. So yeah.
Anything that's dice.
Yeah, anything that's dice.
2d6s instead. So that's 17 on just the dice damage. 17 plus 9 is 26. Plus 6 is 32. Right? What did I say?
Okay. Yep. And that's the first one, right?
That's the
That's
first,
the first
one.
attack. Okay.
Just
Why
like
don't you
Yeah.
roll for the next one?
okay, second hit. Oops. Okay, that's a natty 19 on the die. Does that hit?
Yes, that hits.
Okay, so natty 19 on the die. The other one just comes around as one slashes across their face. The other one wraps around his neck. So that's 7 plus 6 is 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage.
Also,
Okay.
minus 9 points of damage because I accidentally added too much to it. So.
Oh, thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
for being honest.
Yeah. I was like, wait,
So,
that's my tribute bonus. That's not my damage bonus. Yeah.
Tobias, as you're kind of hiding behind this cart in this water trough, I don't know if you're hiding, I'm saying, you
I'm
see
hiding.
this like vine-like whip come out of one hand of Cipher, and then another whip unfurls from her from their hip, and you hear like a whoosh, whoosh, and you see chunks of flesh coming off this infected and flying off the side, and it lets out just a like growl, and it's not looking too hot right now. That is, well, guess what? It's its turn, Cipher.
All right,
And
no worries.
this time it takes out this large oaken morning star, and you can see like the froth coming out of its mouth with a little bit of mixed with blood, and its eyes, you can, as you're really close, you see like this almost this purplish shimmer, and he goes the noises, they won't stop, and he just rolls an attack at you, believe it or not.
Crazy.
And it's 15.
That does not hit.
Ooh.
It does not hit. These dice, I gotta get rid of them. Sails wide once again, and then he, like, in anger, just like smacks it down on the ground and trying to like make the thing work.
Well, don't you worry, we'll quiet those voices real soon.
He's going to actually take a chance, and he's going to move. You want to take an opportunity attack?
Absolutely. Right. So that is. Oh, it's not good. Does 14 hit?
It does. It does.
Sweet. So I'm going to use my dreadful strike on it. So that adds a D4. So D4, D4, and a D6. 12 plus 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. Okay. As it's trying to run away, you take another quick whip and take off another chunk from its back as it's starting to hobble away. It's certainly not looking too hot right now. Orsina, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get away from these guys. They came from the trees, yeah? Okay, so I feel like they could only move 15 feet. So I feel like I should be okay if I go this way. Okay.
Now, if you leave their spaces, you will take 2 opportunity
That's
attacks.
true. That's true.
But you can also
But there's 2 of them.
you can also use your action to withdraw. And so you just don't get to do
Right.
anything else.
Okay.
Or if you have, I know you have your, I think you're a druid, so wild shape is also an option. For
I can, yes, that's
basically
right.
having hit points, right? Yeah.
So I can, okay, if I wild shape into like a bird, a giant eagle, they can't touch me. Maybe, hopefully, right? Okay.
What kind of eagle?
Well, I can do a giant eagle.
But you can't do a golden eagle?
I don't think that's a thing.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, well, fine.
Oh,
fuck,
shucks. What are we
Yeah,
gonna do?
God.
So much less awesome.
Is that a thing here in this land?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn to an eagle, Peter.
Okay. You see Orsina kind of reach to the sides of her, and as she pulls her arms out, they become these long, dark wings with like small tints of gold in the in the feathers, and then her face elongates, and her neck elongates, and her face turns into this large, giant eagle, and just with one gust, just like lifts off the ground.
Yeah, flying.
All of the
And I'm off the
Tobiases look at it and
ground.
say, "Well, that is some magic trick."
And that's my action. And then...
Yep.
Can I do a bonus action after that? Hold on.
As an
Ooh.
eagle, I don't think you'd have a bonus.
But I do have a starry. I do have
No,
a
you
starry
don't.
form that I can use right now. Right? Peter?
Well, with the search form you've already, does it say specifically a bonus action you can use?
As a bonus action, you can expend a use of your wild shape feature to take on the starry form,
Ooh, that's cool.
rather than transforming into a
Yeah,
beast.
go ahead then.
Oh, so instead of becoming a...
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, I guess it's like after. But no, you know what? No, I'm gonna stay a giant eagle. Just for now. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
That's it. I'm flying. Hovering. Sorry.
Okay. That's the end of your turn. Right, now there's this hovering giant eagle just chilling right now.
Pretty.
That's a fun trick.
One of the infected, seeing the shift of battle, this one decides that it's actually going to use its dash and start beelining it for the tree line,
Cowards.
and that ends its turn. Tobias, you're up.
What to do? What to do? Huh. All right. So, can I get sort of an idea of just how many feet Orsina is flying off the ground?
You can see that like a hover. I think for eagle, a hover is. Check this out. All right. Been a while since I had to look up giant eagles. They well, let's just say they're hovering about 10 feet off the ground right now.
Alright. So, what I'm gonna do is, with the two infected that are by the cart, I plan on casting a hypnotic pattern.
Okay.
So let's try and keep them subdued.
Okay. That is a DC 16 save. 1 second.
Good luck.
Let's see if they hit it. Wisdom save. Well, these folks aren't that smart, unfortunately.
Must be related to Eric.
So first one. God bless him. First one fails. And second one fails. They both fail their saving throw. And now they are, I believe, what's the effect of that?
They're charmed.
They're charmed. Okay, now they're both kind of, you push your hands together and you start doing like this patterns with your hands, and then like you can see the infected slowly become like almost entranced by the hand movements, just like and they're charmed and incapacitated. Thank you, Shanks, for pointing that
Jazz
out.
hand.
So they're effectively out of combat now.
All right, have at it.
So well done on that. Have at it, folks.
I will mention that
is that the end of your turn?
if you do attack them, they will no longer be charmed. So perhaps we should focus over on the other ones.
And that's these two here, the ones at the cart?
Yes.
Okay.
I made a little note.
That is a fun trick.
Stick with me, you'll see a lot of them.
Okay, so I'm just actually making a note on which ones are out of combat right now. Okay, that would have been one of the folks infected's turn, but they can't go. So, the infected by Orsina is going to now attacking when flying. I believe it's just a disadvantage to try and attack with the. Oh no, it only has a 5-foot range, so it won't attack. I believe.
Bye.
It's been a while since I played D&D, folks. Yeah, you're out of reach, so this one starts to move.
Could they perhaps break off one of their crystals and toss it at her?
Don't give me
Whose
ideas.
side are you on?
Some body horror
Yeah.
right there.
And then the next one's turn is actually going to move towards Tobias for making such a comment. The giant eagle actually does have a actually it doesn't have a reach of that, so you won't get any opportunity attacks on that. But that's the end of that round. Borok, you're up.
All right. Well, seeing that those two are incapacitated, I'll take. And this one's a little too close for comfort for me. I'll take knock a couple more arrows back and take 2 shots at this guy.
All right.
That would be a 14 to hit because I did not say
That hits.
shooter. All right. 6. He hasn't been hit yet, or has he? Or have they?
No, they have not.
All right. So 6 plus Hunter's Mark, because I get to move that over. So 12 damage on that one, on the first shot.
Damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the next one I will do Sharpshooter, Hunter's Mark, blah, 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 blah. So that is a 11 to hit.
That does hit.
11.
These don't have a high
All right, then.
AC.
I'll
yeah.
take it. So 9 plus 7 is, oh wow, 16 plus 19, 29 damage.
God damn. Wait a second. Folks, let's just take a second here and realize that Peter forgets that he homebrews monsters, and
So it didn't hit.
I will just say that these characters shouldn't be charmed, but I will allow it this time.
These ones
can't be charmed.
They're just
These
yeah,
ones
these
can.
two can't be charmed. These ones can't.
Yeah.
They're newly
so that was-
turned.
Yeah, they're newly turned. So you let loose 2 arrows, and they find center mass, and you see this. Actually, one of the infected arms just fall off and hit the ground just with a resounding thud as you hit both arrows in the shoulder blade of the infected.
It never gets easier to watch. That is the end of my turn.
Okay, Cipher, you're up.
I don't know what to do. He's too far. Is this one? That's this one here. Is he quite hurt? Is that the one I had been hurting? Or is it
That one, yes, but that one's incapacitated out of combat right now.
Yeah, and then this one
He's running away.
hasn't been hit at all.
Yeah.
Okay, I will. Oh god. Okay, so they're out of combat. Excellent job. This is what we're looking for. Cipher is going to pull out their bow. So they just quickly, the vine kind of snaps back into her arm and they pull their bow out. And in one fell swoop, they take their violin out and they snap it forward. And the bow kind of splits in half. And you have the bow curves where there's part of the neck of the bow. And they just quickly grab an arrow and they shoot towards the one that's running away here.
Okay.
Can I move my hunter's mark from the incapacitated one with a bonus action? Is that all right? All right, then I'll do that. I'll hunter's mark them, and I will do a little shooty shoot. So it's D20. Oh, I don't know if that hits. It's a 4 on the die plus 8, so only 12 to hit.
That hits. That hits.
Oh god, it hits! And it's 1d8 plus 5. So 1d8 plus my d6. Ooh, that's terrible damage. Fuck off, dice! 6 plus 5, so 11 points of damage.
Oh.
Yeah.
What I've been doing, so I mean.
Wasn't great. Oh wait, I can add a d4 to that, so that's nice. I'll add a d4. Plus another 2 damage, so fuck. That's only
Okay.
13 points of damage total.
19. 13, no, 13. Well, 19. I was going to give you a little extra more there. Okay.
I only get 1 hit with my bow, right?
This one, as this one's slowly starting to move away. Yeah. As this one's slowly starting to move away, you only you find it just in the back of its shoulder as it's hobbling away of the team there. Is that the end of your turn? There, Cipher?
That is. And I'll actually just take a couple.
All right.
I'm going to move myself over this way a little bit.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. Next one, actually, next person up is Orsina, because the infected that is charmed and incapacitated right now.
Okay. So the eagle, what's his move? Fly 80 feet. Okay.
Yeah, you can do a lot.
Yeah. So this guy,
But keep in mind, you're 10 feet up, so you have to swoop down to attack because you have a 5
so I can
reach.
swoop
So
down
remember,
5.
Just always subtract
okay.
5. Yeah.
So this one's already damaged, right? We just don't know how it damaged.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna go fly. Let's end it, hopefully, maybe. So I'm gonna fly. Come. Do I put it? I can't put it on top of it.
Out of curiosity, how much can you carry in your eagle form?
Yeah.
I don't know if it can carry anything.
it's a
Actually,
great-
it's a good
it's a great
question. Do you want? I feel like I can probably carry you. It's a giant eagle, so.
Hey, not me.
No?
Don't carry him.
There
Are you
is
scared
math.
of
There is some
flying?
math behind it.
Okay, wait. So
Well, I mean, my
I can't put it right on top of the thing, right? But I'm just gonna like pretend like
Yeah,
I'm
just
on
move
it.
aside and then you go 5
yeah.
down.
So 5 down.
Yep.
Which is fine. And then I have I can do 2 attacks. One with its beak and one with
Yep.
its talons. So plus 5 to hit. Oh, I don't know if I should use my actual dice. Oh, please. 9 plus 5. What is that? 14.
That hits.
14. Yeah.
That
Okay.
hits.
And then 1d6 plus 3. This is what happens when I don't prepare for this. Okay, 1d6 plus 3. So that's
It's
so
okay.
that's 7. Just taking my time. So 7 with the beak, and
All
then
right,
with the
okay.
talon, I have to roll again to hit. That is 19 plus 5. So that hits. Okay.
That
thank you.
hits.
And then 2d6 plus 3. So 8 plus 3 is 11. Are you
Mhm.
taking notes? Because I'm not.
I am.
Plus 8. So that's 19. And then the beak was.
7.
I already got that. Don't worry
Okay.
about that.
So plus 19.
You're good. Now, what this infected who just recently lost their arm, it just dropped to the ground. As it bent down to pick up its arm, grumbling and just kind of gnashing its teeth, it looks up and sees this sleek, black and golden giant eagle fly in and just immediately with its beak pecks at its face, denting in the side of it, and then the talons come out and just grab at the chest cavity and rip down, and entrails just spill out, and the thing dies.
Nice.
You
Did
hear
it?
like a
Well done.
as it falls down.
Okay, cool.
That was a good sound effect.
Great.
Thank you.
But wait, can I potentially use my bonus action to switch into my archer starry form and range attack this one away?
Because no, the range attack would be
On it? On the same thing?
Another action.
an action. You can go into the starry archer.
Oh, that's right.
But you can use you have to do the attack next.
You can make
Yeah.
a range as the next attack. Okay. Okay, let's do it because there's no one else. So I'm gonna move to my starry form. I'm assuming that's on the ground again.
Sorry, that's my cat.
Yeah. I hear
Wants
we hear
to
the
be
cat.
in
There's the
control.
cat.
Yeah.
She's very vocal sometimes. I'm so sorry.
So you hear you almost let out a screech, and as you let out a screech, this almost translucent form of Orsina appears, and little dots of stars come down, and she almost floats down to the ground with a archer's bow, and that's the end of her turn.
Dope.
I just want to try it out.
I
I just want to try doing that.
I bought it the other day.
Yeah, the marked infected that was previously trying to escape actually takes the dash action again and runs off out of you. Well, you have Hunter's Mark, but it would be still out of the party view there, and that's the end of its turn. It is effectively escaping. Tobias, you're up.
All right. Well, I think it's time we try and put out some damage, don't you? So, this guy over here to the left,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to just launch a firebolt their way. Sorry, that wasn't really clear with the accent. A firebolt, not ball.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay. And I got a 1 plus 9.
Oh, a natural 1?
9.
No!
That was a nat 1?
Yeah.
Okay,
I should not try and do damage.
Cipher.
Yeah. Cipher isn't here right now, but please leave a message.
Cipher is
after.
very much here right now.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's a nat 1. Can you please do a dexterity
Oh,
saving
no.
throw for me?
I'm good at those.
Oh, yes, you are.
26.
Okay. As you hear Tobias kind of murmuring to himself, saying that he's going to do some damage, you see this large flame. Tobias, you're kind of near the window, and you look into the bar, and you see, oh my god, I'm forgetting his name already. You see Harrow actually counting more money underneath the table, and you're like,
Yeah,
what? And the fireball
The fuck?
shoots off, and Cipher, you dive to the ground, and the fireball careens with the tree that's right beside the infected, and you hear like a, and now it's just firing, crackling wood. This tree is on fire right beside the infected.
I trust that won't happen again.
I did a show earlier today. I'm a little exhausted. My apologies.
Yeah, your excuses are going to get me killed if that's the case. So maybe just a bit more caution.
Sorry.
Lucky I didn't.
Tobias, is that the end of your turn?
It better be. Yeah, let's
Oh.
All right. The one's incapacitated, and now this one's going to go and reach for the sky.
Reach for the sky.
That's my line. That one is a 18. That hits, right, Cipher?
I was just supposed to say, sorry, I was trying to find it. There it is. 18. Yes. Just hits.
Okay. This one grabs at you and strikes across near your flowery tattoo, leaving a gash, and that's for 12 points of damage. Effectively ending its turn. Borok, it is your turn.
Well, you already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take 2 shots at this fellow over here. Move my hunter's mark to him. I believe he is engaged with my friend over there, so that would make I have advantage. And sharpshooter. So that would be a 21 to hit on the first one.
That hits.
That would be 8, 16 plus d6, 17, 27 damage on the first one.
Very nice.
And on the second one, that's going to be a 10 to hit, which I believe does not hit, if I'm correct.
No, that just hits. That is the AC, my friend.
All right, then. So that is going to be 7 plus... So 10, that'll be 20 damage.
Okay. All right. Bo still up in the tree. You see the infected slowly making its way to Cipher and actually finding purchase on her. You loose 2 arrows. The night has been illuminated by the tree that's on fire, thanks to Tobias. And you find the sweet spots on this infected and hit it right underneath the ribs. And it kind of lurches to the side and coughs up a little blood, and it's just, the noises. And it's just kind of screaming in front of Cipher. Is that the end of your turn, my good friend?
That is the end of my turn, yep.
Okay. Cipher, you're up.
Sorry, I muted my mic because the cat. All right, it's the last one that's not incapacitated, right?
Right.
Okay. Cypher's just gonna. They're getting mad. They just got shot at with fire, and they just want to end this. They're going to. That vine's gonna whip out of her hand again, and she's just gonna do like a cross. Strike at this one in front of them, and they're going to 2 attacks with it, and they're going to do an Eldritch Smite. So I'm going to add some damage to this shit. I think it's 2d8. No, it's 1, 2, 3. Fuck yeah, it is. Hang on, what level am I? They're all being cast at 3rd level? Oh, damn. So that's actually 4d8? I'm just double checking that I'm not crazy on that damage. Plus another 1d8 per the level of the spell slot. So if it's 1d8 plus another 1d8 per level of the spell slot, and my spell slots are 3rd level, does that mean that I'm doing 4d8?
Well, no, because the original spell level would be 1d8, right?
No, I'll just make it a spell. It's just because you're a warlock, all your spells are the same level. And I'm doing 3rd level spell, so plus another 1d8 per level of the spell slot. Charles,
yes.
Yes. Please stop.
Charles.
Please stop.
Charles, come on. We're trying to run a stream here, Charles.
Okay, so it's 4 an extra 48. Okay, so I'm gonna try to hit it first. I don't have advantage, Charles.
I'll have to double check that after. So Foul says original level plus 1d8 per level cast above original level. So what does the damage say? What's the base damage itself?
1d8.
Before adding anything. 1d8?
Yeah, once per turn, when you hit a creature with your pack weapon, you can expend a warlock spell slot to deal an extra 1d8. Oh, okay.
So that it's 3d8.
Right. If
You're
I
doing it, yeah.
If your warlock spell level, your warlock level.
I could use a higher spell slot, like a third, because I have third levels.
Yep. So you actually do 3d8 instead, not 48. Because it's
plus
1,
another
2,
1d8
3
per level of the spell slot. So isn't that 3 spell slot 1d8 plus a 1d8? I'll do 3. We can talk about this later. I don't want to hold up the stream.
Okay, yeah, we'll figure it out. Sorry.
That's fine. I'm sorry I'm holding up the stream. So I'm going to try to hit this thing first with a 16 to hit.
Okay, that hits. Could you imagine if it didn't hit after all that?
I would be very sad for all of us. Okay, I'm just gonna fucking destroy this thing. So that's my dice, my 1, 2, and then plus 3d8. Okay. So 18 plus 6. 6 by 4. 24. 20. Sorry, 18 plus 6. 20. I'm blanking. 24.
24. Yeah, that's the damage.
Yeah. On the first
okay,
hit,
well,
I
Cipher,
have another
how do you
one.
want to?
I'm not done.
You can.
No,
No, do the damage. Do everything, please.
no, it's good. If I kill it, I'm like, if that takes it out, that's great.
Okay, fine. Yeah, you killed it. Congratulations. How do you want to finish this infected off?
They just say, "Fuck this," and they just like slash like towards each other, and just the whips snap its head off, and it spins off, and you just see this burst of like sparkly energy just go, poof, and it just explodes the head.
And like it almost like looks like confetti coming off of the open neck there, and thus ends combat. Y'all did the combat, so congratulations.
We actually
that's your
survived.
first fight. That's getting
what's happening to these
that's
guys
getting
over
back
here?
into.
Oh, yeah.
They are incapacitated. They are kind of like looking at Tobias, just listing left and right.
I have that
All
effect
right.
on people.
You all right over there? Looking at Tobias.
Yeah, well, I was getting a little worried that at the beginning. Thank God for you all showing up. What a motley crew.
Oh,
I mean, yes, I suppose we are. Thank you.
Yeah, you're pretty
Oh,
lucky
I
we
just
showed
got
up.
here.
You would have been one of them.
Well, I mean, I still had a few tricks up my sleeve, but you did help, and I appreciate it.
Well, we can't let the whole world become infected geo monsters, so we gotta protect someone.
Why? I mean, that is disturbing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I've yet to see one of those things so close.
Yeah, it's gross that just chunks fall off, right? It's gross.
They are very off-putting, for sure. If
Is
you
this
want,
your
I
first
can.
time encountering
Nah.
these types of creatures?
No, we're kind of, I guess we're hunters in a way. We look for them. We're trying to look for answers or ways to slow down the infection. This all started, I think, in my homeland, and it's been ravaging this whole continent.
And we
Doesn't get any better.
he definitely has nothing to do with it spreading viciously or anything.
I have absolutely nothing
None.
to do with it.
Nothing to
spreading
do with him.
viciously.
Well, I wouldn't think so, my friend. You look like you look like, well, you look all right.
I've been on the road a spell.
Orsina's like, it's my first time, and just like, oh, don't know.
Orsina, is
Mine
this your
as well.
first time, like, in town?
In this town, yeah.
Well,
I've been traveling. I don't stay in one place for too long. So
Oh, very nomadic. Very much like this one with Bo. Bo, he likes to move.
Well, that's,
Actually, yes, so do I. I guess we're
that's
all kind
us.
of nomadic.
So
Yeah.
you two know each other, and you recently acquainted with them. I'm sorry, I didn't catch it. It was Orsina, Orsina.
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 Not from
yeah, we met
here.
her in
Hello.
the woods.
Literally 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, we
Well,
caught her following us, and so, I mean,
Now don't put it. Don't. I'm not. I wasn't being.
No,
creepy.
no, they were following
I
a
wasn't.
bear.
I was tracking a bear and came across their
Tracking
tracks.
a bear.
I see. Wow. Tracking a bear. That is exciting. Well, I owe you all my life. Thank you for showing up.
How about multiple drinks and any money you have instead? We don't want your
Borok
life.
stares
We
blankly.
just want
Just
drinks
as
and money.
Well,
right?
I can
Yeah.
definitely help with the drink.
just as you
All right, that's fine. I'll take that.
just as you're talking, can you all hear me?
Oh, yeah,
by the
yeah.
way? Sorry, my mic
Yeah.
went all weird. Okay, cool. Stream, can you hear me? Just give me a thumbs up. Everything just kind of went weird on my computer. Harrow comes out of the bar and sees the tree ablaze just in front of him, and he goes, he's like, what the hell happened here? And then he looks over to the side and sees two hypnotized infected. He's like, what are those the what are you?
we just
There's a star lady over there, and looks over at Orsina, who's like in a constellation
Oh
form.
God, I forgot about
I'm
that.
still glowing.
Oh, I'm so glad you came out, my friend. These two over here that I have put under a spell were coming after your tavern, and they were going to take all your money. Now, my friend, you should probably give me some of your money for stopping them from coming in there, because you'd be out quite a pretty penny otherwise.
Well, and did you know it's quite common for these creatures? They're drawn to money. So the more money you have on you, the more likely they are to come at you. So really, if you just give us your money, then you don't have to be so afraid.
One of
Makes a good
the two of you roll persuasion with advantage.
Can it be deception? Because I'm totally lying my ass off.
Okay, deception.
May I? I haven't really.
It
been
wants to
good.
play D&D,
okay.
but yeah.
That's okay. I'll roll 2. Oh, it's a nat 20. It's a nat 20.
We rich!
And it's a plus 13, so it's a 33.
Oh my god.
wow.
Can he just hand us over the keys to the tavern?
I missed.
Why did I
so
expect
much.
anything else?
I missed,
Really?
I missed you so much. Oh god.
You see Harrow kind of grab his beard and go, "You're serious? They wanted to take
Yeah.
my gold."
Yeah.
You know, the kingdom's been telling us that, you know, these creatures, they're just rage induced, but what are they gonna do with gold?
It's
I
something
mean,
to do with the like.
you seem like you know what you're
It's
doing. You're
something
the
to do with the
experts.
vibration it lets out, the refinement process. It really just makes it. It's like it's electricity in their brain. It just makes their brain go crazy. It's why it just makes it worse. The symptoms.
And my friend, let me tell you, you
Right.
cannot believe everything that your kingdom tells you.
So, we're just here to help.
Right. Okay, let's just go inside. Are those two okay out there like that?
They'll be fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
How long does hypnotic patterns last for?
I don't think it actually lasts too long. Hold on a second.
Oh god.
This is what's making all the sounds, by the way. So blame this.
Oh,
Aww.
Aww.
This is Charles.
Hi,
Hello,
Charles.
Charles.
Hi, Charles. Guys,
What
Hello,
dignified cat.
Charles.
Hello, cheerio.
they're
yeah.
You should have killed me when you had the chance,
in
Charles.
heat. So there's
1
a
minute.
bit of a sound happening.
Charlie, it hurt. Oh, just as an aside, Orsina totally turned off her glowing thing. It was too much.
Oh, but it was so pretty.
Drawn
Like
too
a
light
much
switch just
attention. No, it's like a
turned
slow dim.
Can you just turn your stars on whenever you want?
I cannot.
That's really
So-
nice.
Well, no.
It is a concentration up to 1 minute. I will say it has faded now. The hypnotic pattern.
Does that mean we go back into combat?
If you, yeah,
yeah.
Wait.
We can do that.
Oh yeah. I mean, I would say, yeah. Why not? Just fucking kill. Let's just kill him.
Okay, undo
Uh-oh.
that. I'm still
Okay,
I'm
let's-
still
Well,
in archer form.
Mr. Harrow, you better go back inside. The spell's wearing off. I gotta take care of this.
There you go.
as you begin to talk, you hear like, and there's all of a sudden start moving again and like kind of shaking off the hypnotic patterns. Top of the round, Bo. I would say you all like have congregated around the area now. though.
I look over.
Wait, can I turn my archer form back on? undo the dimming?
I'll retcon that you didn't
Okay,
turn
cool,
it off.
thank
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, are they still incapacitated or are they out now? Because that
They're
would
out
be,
now.
Okay, they're out now. That would be a 12 to hit with no sharpshooter.
Yep, hits.
So 9. This guy's been hit before, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So 9, 10, 11 plus. So 13 damage on the first, and then I will sharpshooter. Second, which is a 12 to hit. That hits. 6, 7, 8, 18 damage. And that is my turn.
Okay. And that's 18
Yeah.
damage. This one's not looking too hot right now, I'll be honest. So, immediately as it shakes away from it, you're like quick to draw and just shot 2 arrows directly into the side of this large hulking beast. Cipher, you're up next. You're muted, Cipher.
Cipher will just sigh. Thank you for telling me. And run over and just whoop out. And as they run, just the whips kind of trail out behind them and they run. I don't remember what that's called. The type of run. And then
The
run.
Naruto run.
Naruto run. Thank you. Over. Just hit this one. Right.
You should do a Jack Sparrow.
I'm gonna
run.
hit it. 5 on the die plus 9. Right, it's 10 AC, right? So that's 14 to hit.
Yep.
First one hits then.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this. So that's that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 12 plus 6. So 18 points of damage on that first hit.
Okay.
And then second hit for the first time on each of your turns. Okay. See, it's a 20, dirty 20 to hit. And it's just going to be a clean 8 points of damage on the second hit.
Okay.
Still up?
As you walk, you kind of begrudgingly kind of huff and puff over, like you've seen this 100 times already, and you're just kind of sick and tired of it. And you just like, whoosh, whoosh, and then you take this one down, and just collapses like one of those rag dolls, just lost its legs and just falls to the ground. The last, Orsina, you're up.
Okay, so how far away is this one? 40 feet. Okay, so I'm gonna do another guiding bolt into it. Let's do. Wait, is that one damaged at all or no?
That one is not damaged.
Okay, so let's bring out the big guns.
Yeah, go nuts, go wild.
I'm gonna do 4th level guiding bolt.
Holy shit, okay.
19, so that hits. 7d6 is that is 24, and then I'm gonna use my bonus archer, and I believe that is a. Hold on, where is it? 1d8 plus 4, if I hit.
Okay.
9, so 33.
That one does not hit.
Oh wait, no, hold on.
Oh, sorry, that was the first attack, was it not?
So I attacked with my guiding bolt, and as a bonus, because I hit it, right? My archer form just goes.
Oh, does the damage automatically?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's another 9 on top of it. Cool. So you shoot past the Tobias duplicate, and the guiding bolt sails past them and lands directly in the chest of this large infected farmer. And then another just kind of almost like a little mini implosion happens from the starry form archer, and it kind of stumbles back like this, and just kind of tries to regain its footing. And yeah, it's still looking okay, but not the greatest. Tobias, you're up.
Okay.
Wait, sorry, question. With the guiding bolt,
Yep.
because then it has an advantage now. Is it just for me or for everyone?
Guiding bolt, I think, is for everybody.
Okay, so that one has an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to set anybody on fire again. Friends who have experienced this before, how does one become infected? By touching these individuals?
There's a number of ways, but yeah, mostly it's contact with the geodes themselves.
Don't lick them.
Yeah, try not to keep them close to you.
Alright, so what I would like to do then is we'll just do a little ray of frost over on that one individual over there. Let's see, how does this go? Alright, we got 17.
Are you attacking from there?
Yeah,
Where
I've got
you
a
are,
60-foot range on that.
Okay.
No, from where I am, yeah, I've got 60-foot of range.
And what was the roll to hit?
17.
17. That hits. Okay, roll damage.
It was 9.
Okay. You see that it's kind of slowly, like the frost kind of goes over it, and although it doesn't seem to be affected too much past that, is that the end of your turn? Are you moving? Are you doing anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna move. Hold on. Just bring myself. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna stay there. Spent the whole fight there.
Okay.
Why not? Why change it now?
Now it's Buddy's turn. He can only move about 10 feet because of the attack there, but he's gonna move up a little bit closer to Cipher, and this one has a large sludge hammer.
Oh.
And it's going to attack. That is a 17.
No, sir.
Damn.
Are you? God damn!
God
Shit,
damn.
man.
Shoot.
All right, then those don't know what to do now. Things fucking done now. Borok, top of the turn, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna just, we'll sharpshooter fucking fuck this guy up. So yeah, that's an 18 to hit. 9, 13, 17, 27 damage on the first hit.
Okay.
And so 15 to hit, which would be, come on, 5 plus 7, 17 damage on the second hit.
All right. As you move out of the way, kind of, Orsina, they take 2 shots. This one finds Purchase in the neck, kind of going through and actually breaking some of the geode, and you hear that same gargle, and it drops to the ground dead. I just learned that one, so I want to make the noise a couple. Get that one out. Combat is now officially complete. Okay. Yeah. If you folks like those noises, do them at home. It's fine. I encourage it.
Are you gonna do a tutorial on how to?
But that is. Yeah, I will follow, subscribe. Okay, here we go. So combat's over. As the last infected drops to the ground, Tobias, you look over, and behind one of the water barrels is Haskell. He didn't even make it inside yet. He's cowering behind with his, he's kind of.
What is this guy's name?
I thought it was Harrow.
He just...
Oh, Harrow. Sorry.
Who is Haskell?
Sorry, Harrow. You said Haskell, and it sent me.
You said Haskell the very first
Harrow,
time,
and you.
back and forth.
Oh God.
So it's Harrow.
Harrow.
His middle name's
Harrow
Haskell.
is cowering behind the water barrel, and is now you can see a little bit of his butt crack as he's kind of shivering in fear.
Harrow, darling, quick, give us all your money so that you can leave and be safe.
As I know that Cipher is wont to do this, I'm just going to start. I'll put on my gloves and I'll start collecting the bodies and dragging them over to the fire tree, and preparing the burn pile.
Oh, is that what you must do with these? You got to burn them. Will they come back to life, or?
As I put my bandana over my face, kind of like an old plague guy. I go, yeah, you got to burn these, or else these crystals are just gonna pop up all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like an infection.
It is an infection.
But by the way, I must say I really liked your eagle mask you entered with earlier. Very, very scary.
It helps me see.
It helps me see.
He's a man of so many words.
I love that.
Yes.
Cipher, go ahead.
No, I was just I was waiting for this Haskell fella to give me the money.
The Harrow fellow. Harrow is currently preoccupied with watching Bo starting to pull things into the fire. Is it just Bo doing this, or is anyone else going to assist?
If he's not giving his money, I'll help. Jeez.
I would like to help. I owe them that.
Okay. How are you helping? How are you assisting? There's
I'm
quite a
just
few
going
bodies
to
and body
copy
parts.
what he's doing now. But put some fabric to my face, and just grab a body and struggle to pull it over. I'm not that strong, but I do my best.
I'll help too, but I start chopping it off so
Okay.
it's easier to carry.
Oh God.
My mage hand will just start picking up smaller chunks of everything and lifting them into the fire in my mage hand.
in the most gruesome display of a bonfire you've ever seen, just these infected body parts are being thrown in, and you hear like the cracking, and you know, Borok and Cipher, you've heard this before, where it's the hissing, like almost of like steam escaping, and the crystals breaking and popping in the sound. The smell is terrible. Harrow is out there, and he's kind of watching as you're doing this, and he goes, oh, right, so oh, wow, that's not his voice. Right, so you just you burned him, and then the infection, it just doesn't spread anymore. It's safe to where it is. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, it's kind of it's how we've experienced it.
That's interesting, because a couple nights ago there was a fella in town, rather mysterious fella, if I'm going to say. He came asking about open fields, and he said he was a prospector, and he was looking for some sort of gem.
Was he wearing a robe?
It was interesting though, because he was wearing a long purple robe.
Cipher, this might be the one you were looking for.
Fuck.
Where'd you send him? Where is he?
He kind of points off in the direction. He's like, oh, it went down that way. And you can see he went, he points in the direction where the one infected escaped, to the south, to the southwest, into the pines there. He said,
right,
you know, the only place that we know that's a little bit more open is closer to the Silver Stream River, but I don't know, the fella there was something wrong about him. He didn't really talk that much, and he covered his face quite often. Are you sure? Is there something I need to inform Halivara about?
Well,
and for those of you who know, Halivara is a port town really close to here.
Well, I mean, if we can handle it, we'll handle it. But that's that there is probably one of the reasons you have these infected running around. They were looking for an open field to start. I don't know, whatever they start. They need space for it, and it's kind of like a gem mine that infects everything around it. So it's something that's going to need to be taken care of, and fast.
You see him kind of look back, and he goes, and you're seeing, and he, as you're pulling, because you're explaining this as you're pulling bodies into the fire, and he looks down at one of the corpses that you're dragging. He says, I know him.
Yeah.
He used to come in here for pints all the time.
This doesn't just infect. I mean, these infected people were people at one point. Unfortunately, this is just going to get worse if we don't get this figured out.
He kind of stops and looks back and says, "Is there anything that I can do? You know, Pine Hovel is not a big town by any way. It's just a little bit of a farm stop off on the way. What can I do to help?"
Well, I mean, I don't think there's much you can do. If you want to just warn your townsfolk or your patrons to stay away from that area, and to keep an eye out for anybody that is acting as oddly as that masked or hooded figure, because those are the ones that are causing all this issue. So other than that, just stay safe and don't die.
And
try not to come in contact with these geodes.
Yeah, whenever you find a geode, try to cut it out like a cancer. Don't touch it.
Don't lick it.
Don't lick it. Don't collect it.
Yeah.
Burn anything it's
don't throw it in a
contact
stream.
Right. Yeah, no, that's no for sure. For sure. Callie, you're frozen, by the way. Your camera's frozen. I just realized. Do you want to try turning your camera on and off?
Great. Great.
Just like they were listening so hard.
I was.
Yeah, I thought you were.
She doesn't
I mean,
blink.
then doubt that. Why is it not refreshing? That's very weird.
Buy an Amazon webcam, they say.
Well, I will fix that whenever I have a chance.
Oh.
Sorry. Harrow looks around and goes, you know, at least I could do is at least bring you into the tavern tonight. Don't worry where you're staying. I'll make some room in the back storeroom for you and get a few drinks.
Well, what a change of tune this is.
Tobias, I don't want it from you right now. I nearly died.
Am I back? I'm back. Okay.
Yes, you definitely
You're
nearly
back.
died.
You nearly died, friend.
Yes, you were so close to the combat, it was wild.
Thank God you were here.
Right. Without you and your butt crack, we would have never survived.
What? My butt crack.
Nothing.
What are you talking
no,
about?
just
Sorry, rooms you were saying, or
Food?
floor?
drinks, charcuterie boards.
What? What is that? Oh, we got sausages if you want some of those.
That'll do.
And he turns around and is like, come on in, come on inside, it's nice.
I haven't done that voice in so long.
Cipher will.
He says that. That's his character. He just broke character.
Cipher will just do. They'll kind of put their hand on Bo's shoulder and just do a preliminary scan of the area to make sure there isn't any like loose shards that they missed.
Yeah.
I think it looks alright.
One of you, if you wanted to do a quick perception or investigation, sorry, one of you, and do with advantage.
Yeah, investigation is +1 for me. It's not great.
I got a +4. So I can do it if you'd like.
Sure.
Yep.
So with advantage, it'd be 15.
Okay. You know, at a brief glance, the area where you fought wasn't that big. You can definitely see with the light of the burning fire now. You know, you seem to have grabbed everything, and the only thing that's been left behind is unfortunately just a little bit of blood splatter. You know, but that is just something that you've been used to.
Right.
So, my friends, one thing that worries me is there nobody else in this town? How did no one else come out with all that commotion going on?
I don't know. Quiet town. Maybe everyone's dead. Maybe everyone's sleeping. You know, both either.
Harrow, what do you think?
Huh? The folks, you know, you look around and there's 3 to 4 other houses, but all the lights are off. And he goes, you know what, that is weird. And you see him kind of hike up his pants and start to hobble up, hobble over to one of the houses, and he just like knocks on it and he's, hello.
Oh no.
Serlina, are you there?
Oh no.
Serlina.
And there's no answer at the door.
Ooh.
Cipher just pushes him aside for a sec and just fawn foot kicks the door open with her fawn foot.
Can you roll
The fawn foot.
Just
And what
D20 with the strength.
was their name? Selena?
Serlina.
Ooh, that's a 19 on the die plus my strength mod. -1, so that is an 18.
You just poof kick the door open.
Obliterated.
flies off the hinges and goes into the
I hope
dark-
Serlina isn't behind that.
Are you there? Don't be alarmed by the door. It was just stuck. I had to unstick it.
The room itself, it's a single room, little shack, and it's pitch black. You see one of the rear windows open, and the drapes are blowing in snow into the ground, onto the ground there, and snow has been slowly piling up at the back of the room. All you hear is just
I don't think
Well,
so.
I don't think Serlina stuck around for the action.
I have dark vision. Can I see anything in there?
you muscle past Cipher, and you look into the room. Can you roll investigation, please?
Yeah.
Can I help because I also have
Oh
dark vision?
no. 5.
Okay, do it at advantage because Cipher called to help.
Oh yes, you see those footprints, or maybe not.
5
again.
Right.
Just
It's destiny.
not.
Straight up destiny there.
Orsina goes
I
like,
tried.
looks in and just doesn't see much other than what I had already described. It's a dark room, windows open in the back, snow's been slowly piling in. Harrow's now kind of poking his little dwarven head in and goes, Serlina, are you there, love?
It's literally one room. I don't think they're here.
And he looks up, he's like, oh,
Oh,
you're a funny one, are you?
sometimes.
All right. And he moves over to the next house there and just knocks on the door. This time you see a candle light and it opens up and it is Eric. Yeah. Oh, look who it is. It's the little it's the magic man. How you doing, man? How you doing?
Well, if it isn't my friend Eric, pleasure to see you again, sir.
Oh, pleasure's all mine. Very nice to see you. What are you doing calling on me so late at night?
You
He's
were not
wearing, like, a
awoken
little
by...
like nightcap and a nightgown.
Were you not awoken by all the commotion outside your door?
He kind of looks past and he sees the fire. He goes, "Huh, what did that?"
Oh, sweet man.
Guilty.
You trouble, man. Look at you. You trouble.
Oh, stop.
Wow. Harrow, you gonna let him do this? It's not like I had a time to tell him not to do it. There's
Well,
Listen.
hold on, friends. There was a perfectly good reason why that tree caught on fire. I mean, I didn't mean
and I'm
for it
gonna
to catch
tell
on
him
fire.
right now.
Well,
Eric, looks like the infection is knocked on our doorstep there. You mean the one that they say all the time you're not supposed to touch people and all that, and there's all these little things? Yes, that's the one. You know where Serlina went? No, now that you bring it up, I haven't seen Serlina in a little bit. Have you? You see Harrow's face starting to get a little bit more red, and he's like, "That's why I'm bloody asking you."
Don't yell at Eric.
Eric just looks and goes, you want me to go looking for her or something?
I mean,
Harrow kind of looks and goes, I think, no. We gotta go check on the next door anyways. And you, after this time, he goes and checks on the door, and you can clearly see that this one actually has been busted open from the side door, and there is a corpse laying on the ground.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Can we? I'd like to check to see if we can see any infection on this corpse.
Can you roll a medicine check? Sorry, not medicine. Nature check.
You might want to put some gloves on before you do that. Just saying.
Okay. I don't have any gloves.
It's okay, let me do it. And I'll just go mage hand and just kind of open the shirt of the dead person and with the mage hand. And... What do we see, Peter?
But you kind of flip the body over, and as you flip the body over, it's the body of a woman, and as the body flips over, you just see the veins of a geotic infection kind of cursing up the back, like almost like spikes breaking out of the skin. And you can see that the ground underneath it is slowly starting to shard out into... I know, it sounded like shart. Keep it with me there, Orsina. There's more of the infection spreading on the ground, and it's not shart. Clarifying.
We shouldn't touch that.
Is this the woman that lived in this house?
He looks over and goes, yeah, aye, that's the one. Yeah, that one's, her name's Tina. Yeah, she was here, and she's been here quite a long time, and...
Well, I guess she's not
he
anymore.
just kind of like, I gotta go.
The safest thing to do is burn the house down, just so you know.
Wait,
Oh.
is this normal? Do they not come as an infected, or is this a different thing? Why do they die?
Well, they could have been killed by an infected.
From what you can...
Sorry.
Yeah, no, sorry, go ahead, Bo. Sorry.
So we don't know a whole lot, but we know enough. I'd say it seems that if you're killed by an infected, or to have an item that's close to you that, say a dagger or something like that, or that is in contact with you over a period of time, you'll get infected, and once that infection sets in, that's it. It's all over.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Then it turns you into a raging, murderous, whisper-hearing lunatic.
Yep.
Cipher just pulls out a torch and is trying to light flint on it to try to burn this thing. And you just go mad. Yeah, it's
Dude, I really need to do that. Do we need to burn it down?
Yes. I mean, at least a person. I'm not gonna...
You want to get the infection out of there as best as possible, so burning the whole house down is gonna do the best job, but if you want to sit here and you want to dig out all these geodes from the floor and figure that out, then be my guest. So it's completely up to you.
Burn it down.
Cipher just drops the torch like a mic drop.
You sounded like a contractor who's like trying to flip a house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to get that out of there. You can burn it, or we can do this.
Yeah.
They'll collect the insurance money. It's all good.
As the house begins to take in flame, you all stand outside the house to ensure it burns down, illuminated just by the firelight created by Tobias and yourselves. Haskell ends up inviting you in to the Harrow invites you into the Harrow's Pint and brings you some food. And looking out the window, you can see the snow falling with the snow falling with fire being illuminating the night sky. Bo, Cipher, this is a very familiar feeling for you. It's almost feels like it's just happening all over again. Tobias, Orsina, you've heard of this before, and now you've experienced it. And it seems like there's going to be a lot more to experience in the near future. But that is where we will leave it off for today.